Hi, and welcome to episode 5 of my Feralisk Jungle Alpha Biome feature. I'm Icon, and today's going to be the last episode for this wonderful little biome feature. And I'm going to put up a summary over the biome, and I'm going to have some fun during this episode, of course. So we're still sitting in that brutally spider-infested place, and to begin with a summary, you'll never ever be able to get this area empty of those spiders. They're breeding, they're always migrating back into the tile. They are a permanent part of your wildlife here. It's the easiest way to deal with them to just work at night. As somebody already brought up, it's a really smart idea to adjust your schedule to the nighttime, because at night the spiders sleep and most of them are not waking up by anything. So therefore you are quite safe to haul things outside during the nighttime. But don't take it too lightly. This place is never really completely safe in any way. So we're going to try and build up some walls today to the baby jungle-lisk is eating the black spelipede. It's a circle of life. And we're going to try and build some little extra wall here, because this was the corner where caravans tend to head into my base. Therefore, I want to give it a try. So let's see. During night times, it is always a option to do some hauling jobs. So since the spiders are sleeping tonight, let's go. Let's haul something. So needless to say, night owls are particularly valuable in this biome, because they won't be ever mad about nighttime work, obviously. Therefore, I consider them the best possible candidates for this biome, because everybody else really dislikes it to work in a longer time frame during the nighttime. I never tried how big the mood debuffs are. I might think it's nothing worse like the undergrounder thing, but at the same time, keep your people long enough locked up under circumstances they hate, they will eventually go bonkers. Which brings me to the next topic about this biome. Mental breakdowns are quite dangerous, especially those forcing you into some weird wandering state of mind, because this is yeah, if you don't have control over the movement of your people, it is particularly deadly. So out here in that situation, I could actually try and kill those two spiders outside here and build here, because all that stuff is walking around here. But as soon as those spiders get hungry and you move outside, they got some magnificent senses for idiots sticking their heads out of the base. So let's give you an example. So let's move out Luna for a moment. I want to move her out, that's why I'm doing it. So the moment we have her outside here, so nobody's reacting to that, okay. Just wanted to check if they're actually working on site or just getting attracted immediately. I'm not so sure about that. French bulldogs. Yeah, sure, bring the bulldogs. I don't care. So, well, let's accept it with whom. Gotta check out who's going to be my best social person. So there's another thing. You're never gonna make friends with anybody, because people wander onto your map, get randomly killed by the spiders, and this gives you a big bad faction standing loss. And yeah, it's sad, but it's like it is. So let's see, that Manhunter pack. Quite a brave thing to invade a Feralisk jungle, mad animal or not. So let's see. I guess they're spider bait. So that's one good thing about this biome, to keep with the summary aspect of this episode. Outside threats are most of the time really harmless. Sappers are the only thing I really consider a larger threat, because sappers are digging holes into your very important defenses, and that's why strongly suggest to work with a multi-layered defense system for a Feralisk jungle base, where it's never the bigger issue if what's wrong here? Rhyolite blocks, rhyolite chunks. Where it's never a big issue if there's going to be one layer of the base getting being breached. Ah, there we go. The baby spider is going crazy here, and there goes the royal tribute collector. So let's see. And a masonry material trader from the Rovekin League. So there we go. And some people get attacked, some are not getting attacked, but okay. The traders are getting in. So overall, it's not a problem at all if you're hated by everybody. All you'll need to fix that is a lot of material, which is worth something, and transport pod technology. And then you just send them gifts with your transport pods to get rid of that debuff. Wow, what's that? Laser swords. So, vanilla extended laser weaponry. Rarely seen these things. Beautiful. So Luna is now a freeholder, and please tell me the Glit World meds. Okay. So there we go. So this quest basically solved itself, and another characteristic of this biome is it lies in its slow progress. The biome slows down your progress in so many different layers. It takes care of outside problems for you, but it also makes your own expansion terribly slow. Solar panels are particularly good in this biome because you're going to have a lot of trouble with wind power, because there's just not too much room here to work with. So press the wrong buttons here. Okay, now what to research next? I want to go for some drug production here. So wood is strangely scarce in this biome because these alien trees, how they are described, are not providing too much yield in terms of wood. Therefore, strangely enough, your wood supplies are quite limited in that biome. That's something odd, but at the same time, I do like it. Why do I like it? Because it gives the biome a little bit more of that nasty survival flair. One of the bigger difficulties here as well lies in the fact that you're having a hard time in gathering resources. Especially outside mining jobs are really tough to pull up. As you see here, whenever the spiders get hungry and there's somebody moving on the map who's supposed to be their meal, they're on the move. And they even eat their own kind, or no, they don't. It was just a jungle-lisk getting killed by the tribes people. No, they're not practicing cannibalism. But as you see here, there's already 2 more babies. That's just a horribly quick evolution of enemies here. There's a mad boomalope. Interestingly enough, they're not touching boomalopes or any other kind of boom animals, because they're, well, they're never in their preferred bounty range. So I'm going to bring Zavala tonight outside for some masonry job. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to expand my base as close as possible towards the border of the map to make sure... Oh my god, Zavala, come on, you let the Boomalope in. Now we gotta fix that. First off, Zavala, start whacking that thing. Stop running, start whacking. I said stop running. It's my own fault that I pick her up like that, but okay. Okay, good. That's good. So we're going to let the Boomalope not die. Maybe I can tame it. So situations like these can be good if used right. Always have a zone for your people inside the safe premises, otherwise you're going to die quite miserably. That's another thing. And since that Boomalope now is locked in here, I'm going to try and tame it, because animals are valuable. Sometimes you get the really lucky case where you get a self-tamed spider, and that's basically the jackpot. If you're having enough animal handling skill for one of those to have one pet spider, what's going to happen is quite simple. You're having one animal which is having a advanced trainability, which means you can even train it for hauling jobs, and your own pet spider doesn't get attacked by the other spiders outside. Long story short, once you have your own Feralisk, Jungle-lisk, whatever lisk, you're having a animal which is hauling for you, which is really awesome. Yeah, you destroyed that tech print, I don't mind. If you have to. We're never gonna get there during this series. So that's one thing about one other thing about this biome. Whatever you do here, it's gonna take longer than in other biomes, because expansion is quite limited here. Expansion is always pretty hard and dangerous to pull off. You always have to wait until the spiders sleep and such. But yeah, like I mentioned in the beginning, if you really want to power play here, you put up your schedule to a complete nighttime based thing, because that will make it a lot easier. But beware, once these spiders awake in the morning hours, they're going to rip you apart. So even if you have a schedule based around the nighttime cycle, your colonists are never sure or never guaranteed to work with that schedule properly. Oh, they're not sleeping yet. So as you see here, what's happening is she's taken one step outside, and the spiders are immediately rushing for their happy meal. So, to give you a nice example what's happening outside here. And therefore, yes, a full nighttime schedule is tempting, but at the same time, be aware of what I said here. If you're having the occurrence that your guys are just taking overtime, sometimes they do that. Sometimes they just work longer than they usually work, and if that falls into the morning hours, needless to say what happens then. So I personally prefer the daytime cycle, therefore, because I feel like it's way less dangerous. Okay, that spider is not sleeping. It might be not hungry either, but oh my god, it's spooking me. So I don't want you to haul that body. Forget about that body. Come on, Zavala. So no, I'm not going to do a building job during the awake phase of a spider. But I think it was quite obvious that this guy wasn't that hungry. But well. Better safe than sorry, and the night is already over again. So it's a really slow process here, and I strongly recommend you to micromanage that manually wherever you can, because it's just so dangerous. Yeah, here you have the Cinderlisks. They're incinerating their victims. So these bad boys are even willing to take down raptor shrimps if you let them. And raptor shrimps are really nasty baddies. So once those spiders are hungry enough, they'll basically eat everything. And I'm emphasizing the topic of play it carefully so much because one mistake here can eradicate your whole colony. Once there's a hole in that wall, they're going to rush in. Your only chance is to survive somehow or barricade yourself until it's nighttime and patch up the hole in the wall. But one tiny mistake can be everything it needs to put everybody to death here. So therefore, that's why I keep saying micromanage everything carefully. Don't play greedy and such, because it's very easy to lose everything here. Or just avoid the commitment mode and just play it with the save and load mode if you're unwilling to take that thrill, which I could perfectly understand. Okay, Luna fished us some steel. Good job, Luna. But apart from that, this biome is real fun. I really like to play here. I personally think it's a wonderful area for special challenges. Like, I could already imagine that playing a naked brutality run here could be also very, very fun, because it's threatening in another way, because usually when you're playing naked brutality, your problem lies in the environment, the temperatures, the lack of food. It's the vanilla game rarely has any opportunities where you're saying like, damn, that place is eating me alive, literally. And that's what I really like about it. Speaking about eating things alive, well, I don't need that that lockjaw. I was considering hauling it inside the base for food, but well, I reconsidered that. So with this construction here, I hope to give also trade caravans an option to get back to get into my base without getting ambushed immediately, because I noticed that my caravans, my friendly caravans, are entering the map often from this point here. This point is another often used spot. So basically, if you would build large fortifications like wall areas that are close to the border of the map, sealed off with a door, giving a caravan the option to slip in and shake off the spiders, I think you could be actually able to secure the area and make it a trade spot without spelling catastrophe for everybody. But it's a long-term project. We would basically need to put up a corridor down here. I would start building down here, and then I would expand it from there and have a little corridor there. That would be what I would try to achieve in the long run. Because as you might notice here, you are living a pretty isolationist life with the Feralisk jungle generally. Your options of interacting with the outside world are quite limited, because well, at some point I'm pretty sure you should be able to pack up the firepower to cleanse this place. I don't want to make it sound too impossible, because I think I did that possibly, but you're not gonna be able to assure a permanent safety of this place, because, like I said, the bugs are just gonna remigrate. I mean, sure, you can't just kill every bug getting onto the map and provide safety with this, but I think it's going to be a hell of a job. But I guess once the colony is big enough and the weapons are heavy enough, that shouldn't be too much of a problem either. So as you see here, those trees are really yielding horrible amounts, even though they are so large. So really annoyed me a lot. Okay, so the Boomelope died. Whoa, guys! Not the solar panel! No! Okay, good. I don't mind the Boomelope, but the solar panel sure would be a loss. Okay, so there's another pack of spiders running around here. Laborer outsourcing. I would get a legendary revolver for that. Awesome, but well, not really interested here, honestly. So I guess comms console trading is also something worth rushing here, because every technology giving you a easier access to the outside world is worth something. But apart from that, you're not having too many problems with this biome. The terrain affordance is pretty okay everywhere. You're having great fertility everywhere, like well, normal fertility. So really the biggest problem out here are the spiders. But at the same time, I enjoy it a lot, and already considering and thinking about good ideas to make a nice playthrough happen on this biome. So if you got any ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comments below. I'd be super happy to see what you guys are thinking about the possibilities of this biome, because I really would like to do something in the future. Like I mentioned, the best thing I had in mind so far was going Naked Brutality. But I mean, Naked Brutality on its own is not really so much of a project, so I hunger for something more sophisticated in this department. But whatever, that's just my few thoughts about that. Because, yeah, well, this place is going to get built up quite soon. Zavala needs to be cancelled back home. And like this, you're working step by step, you know? You're just getting things done little by little. And once this is done, I have expanded my base by another chunk and another chunk and another chunk. This is a really interesting way of expansion, because usually you never have these problems at all. It's very uncommon, but also quite fun. And so far, it's my favorite alpha biome to play in, because it's it's just a different gameplay experience. It's something new, something interesting, and that's always something I can recommend. So yeah, we're going to finish that little box here, and then I'm going to roll out the outro for this series, because I think we covered up everything which can possibly happen here so far. Like I mentioned, the biggest problems are outside. Among the outside threats are sappers, so prepare yourself accordingly. Like in this situation, maybe bring up another wall and bring up another wall, just to make sure that you can seal off your base from sappers, because there's always the option that sappers attack you during a time where your defenses are low, like during the nighttime. If sappers attack just an hour after the spiders have gone to sleep, and attack you during the nighttime, punch holes in your walls, and leave you behind with some massive fallout, which needs doctoring and such, that can be spelling misery. So therefore, the easiest way to prepare yourself is a multi-layered defense. And the other thing is drop pod enemies, which are attacking you directly in your base, and infestations are the biggest threats. So you need to prepare yourself good against that. I like to use traps inside the base, turret stations inside the base. Just prepare yourself accordingly to things that might happen. Like in this scenario, I had no sleeping spots inside the mountain. I think I'm going to have defenses on every pathway leading out of the mountains, just to make sure that infestations are not just destroying me. You can, of course, use your own methods of defense there. I just want to point that out, because it's really, really nasty when you're having an infestation inside your base and the spiders outside your base. There's not much mobility to move between. These are certainly the mid and late game threats to talk about. But apart from that, you're pretty safe here in that biome. I don't know how the spiders are would interact with mechanoids. But, well, I think the mechanoids are just not giving a damn about the spiders and vice versa. So I think mechanoids are still a problem you need to take care of in the long run. All right, so that sums it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this run a lot. We're going to continue the Alpha Biome series with some new project in the next episode. Haven't made up my mind yet where to go next. The Galatros Graveyard is having a pretty high chance, though, to be my next feature. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to drop me a comment down below. If there's anything on your mind you might want to know or add into the series, please be my guest. I'm super happy to hear from you. Leave a like on that video or drop a subscription if you haven't done so already to support the project. I'd be super happy if you do. I don't mind if you don't. I just hope you're coming back for more gaming, and see you then. Bye bye.